If you are new to our channel, subscribe and press the bell icon for getting the latest updates. Welcome. Today we are going to talk about Agha Shahid Ali's poem The Wolf's Postscript to Little Red Riding Hood. Now, before we do the deep analysis of this poem, let us talk about the biography of Agha Shahid Ali. Agha Shahid Ali was born in 1949 and he died in 2001. He was an Indian American Kashmiri poet. ये कश्मीर में पैदा हुए श्रीनगर में. There are other versions which tell us that he was born in Delhi, but that's not our subject of discussion. We'll move on with his biography. He was born in Srinagar, Kashmir, in the highly educated Agha family. He left for US in 1976. He earned his BA from Kashmir University in 1968 and an MA from Hindu College, University of Delhi. He was awarded a PhD in 1984 from Pennsylvania State University and an MFA, Master of Fine Arts, from University of Arizona in 1985. Both of these universities are in United States of America. He held prestigious teaching positions both in India and abroad. He is known for introducing ghazal form in English poetry. गज़ल जो कि उर्दू में बहुत ज़्यादा मशहूर है, आगा शाहिद अली ने उस फॉर्म को, उस जॉनर को इंग्लिश पोइट्री में इंट्रोड्यूस किया. Now let us talk about the books he wrote. He wrote T.S. Eliot as editor in 1986, which is a book of literary criticism. The Rebellious Salute 1992, Ravishing Disunities, Real Ghazals in English 2000, The Half-Inch Himalayas 1987, In Memory of Begum Akhtar and Other Poems 1972, A Nostalgist's Map of America 1991, The Beloved Witness 1992, The Country Without a Post Office 1997, Rooms Are Never Finished. Rooms Are Never Finished was a finalist for the National Book Award in 2001. Call Me Ishmael Tonight, a book of ghazals 2003. The Whale Suit, which was published posthumously, which means this particular book was published after Agha Shahid Ali died. Now let us talk about the title of the poem. The Wolf's Postscript to the Little Red Riding Hood. There are these two characters in the poem, Little Red Riding Hood and the Big Bad Wolf. ये दो कैरेक्टर्स इस स्टोरी में होते हैं. Now let us talk about the original story of Little Red Riding Hood. It's a French folk tale about a young girl and a wolf. It was written in 1660s by Charles Perrault. It's actually a mother who tells her daughter, a little girl wearing a red cap or cloak and hood, to take food to her sick grandmother. On the way, she meets a wolf. The wolf persuades her to take some flowers for her sick grandma. Also, the girl agrees and starts collecting flowers. In the meantime, the wolf goes to grandma's hut and eats her up. This puts on grandmother's nightcap and gets into her bed. When the girl arrives, she asks, "What big arms you have, Granny?" The reply came, "All the better to hug you." The dialogue goes on and finally, the wolf eats the little girl as well. A huntsman comes and rips open the wolf's body. He saves the grandma and the little girl, who are still alive in the wolf's stomach. Then stones and garbage are put in the wolf's body to kill the wolf. The wolf is the speaker in Aga Shahid Ali's poem. So you came to know about the origin of this particular poem. Now, let us talk about the poem. Let us do the detailed analysis of this poem. First, it's actually the wolf who is the speaker over here. The wolf says, "First, grant me my sense of history. Let me explain my position." अब वोल्फ यहाँ पर अपने आप को डिफेंड करता है कि मैंने उस ग्रैंड मदर को क्यों मारा, और उस स्टोरी में जो मैंने रोल अदा किया है मैंने वो रोल अदा क्यों किया है। लोग तो मेरे साथ बहुत ज़्यादा नफ़रत करते हैं। नाउ ही गिव्स हिज आर्ग्यूमेंट, फर्स्ट ग्रांट मी माई सेंस ऑफ हिस्ट्री, लेट मी एक्सप्लेन माई हिस्ट्री टू यू। I did it for posterity. Posterity stands for future generation. मैंने ये future generation के लिए किया। For kindergarten teachers and a clear moral. Kindergarten teachers वो टीचर्स जो छोटे बच्चों को पढ़ाते हैं, तो उनके लिए मैंने ये सब किया। Little girls shouldn't wander off in search of strange flowers. And they mustn't speak to strangers. छोटी बच्चियां जो है उनको दूर जंगल में नहीं जाना चाहिए। In search of flowers, they mustn't speak to strangers. ना किसी अजनबी के साथ उनको बात करनी चाहिए। And then grant me my generous sense of plot. Sense of plot. What he wants to say here is, I deliberately let it happen to make the story more interesting for the children. ताकि बच्चे इस स्टोरी को बहुत ज़्यादा पसंद करें, इसीलिए मैंने ये deliberately ये प्लॉट बनाया, ये ट्विस्ट इसमें रखा। Couldn't I have gobbled her up? Gobbled her up stands for eaten her up. मैं उसको उसी टाइम खा लेता, right there in the jungle. Why did I ask her where her grandma lived? फिर मैंने उससे क्यों पूछा कि आपकी grandmother कहाँ रहती है? As if I, a forest dweller, didn't know of the cottage under the 3 oak trees. जैसे कि मैं एक जंगल में रहने वाला, मुझे ये नहीं पता था कि वो उसकी जो ग्रैंड मदर है वो कहाँ पर रहती थी। And the old woman lived there all alone. और वो अकेली रहती थी वहाँ पे, ये सब कुछ मुझे पता था। As if I could have swallowed her years before. As if I couldn't have swallowed her years before. And you may call me the big bad wolf. आप तो मुझे बोल सकते हो big bad wolf. I am a notorious creature. I am very infamous for my qualities. Now, big bad wolf. The poet makes use of here a technique called alliteration, where he starts the word with consonant sounds. Big, bad. The sound is b and b. Now my only repetition. This is the only name I get from the people. Now you must understand that it's now a stereotype in the society. The wolf says that I am notorious for being bad, ugly, cruel. लोग तो मुझे गालियाँ देते हैं, बुरा भला कहते हैं, बोलते हैं कि ये तो बहुत बड़ा जालिम जानवर है, क्योंकि स्टोरीज में भी स्टार्ट से ही इस जानवर का जिक्र आया है। बट आई वॉज नो चाइल्ड मोलेस्टर, लेकिन मैं तो चाइल्ड मोलेस्टर नहीं था। I was no child molester. Again, another poetic device is used over here, that's called litotes. So it means litotes stands for the ironic understatement, in which a positive statement is expressed by negating its opposite. अगर कोई बंदा ये कह रहा है he is a citizen of no mean city, it means that he belongs to a very good area, he belongs to a very good state. So this is ironic understatement. यहाँ पे क्या कह रहा है? I was no child molester. So this is the poetic device used over here is litotes, though you will agree she was pretty. So this again gives us the indication, if you read between the lines, अगर आप बारीक बीनी से पढ़ेंगे इसको, you will come to know that this indicates that he is trying to put veil on his actions. And again, killing of grandmother was also a cruel desire of the wolf. Going on, and the huntsman, उसके बाद जो huntsman आता है, was I sleeping while he snipped my thick black fur? क्या मैं उस टाइम सो रहा था जब उसने मेरा वो थिक फर जो काट लिया, मेरी बेली को चीर फाड़ करके रख दिया, and filled me with garbage and stones, और कूड़ा करकट stones पत्थर रख दिए बेली में. I ran with the weight and fell down. तो मैं दौड़ा with the weight of those stones and garbage. Simply so children could laugh, ताकि बच्चे लोग जो है वो हंस सके इस पे, ताकि उनको एक मटेरियल बने जिस पर वो हंसे. So I did it for, again he says that I did it for posterity, क्योंकि मुझे फ्यूचर के जो बच्चे होंगे, जो किंडरगार्टन के बच्चे होंगे, जब वो इस स्टोरी को पढ़ेंगे तो उनको वो ये स्टोरी पढ़ने में बहुत मज़ा आएगा. Cutting through my belly at the garbage spilling out with a perfect sense of timing. एक एक करके वो स्टोन जो गार्बेज हो वहाँ से बाहर निकलता है, जो ही हंटर उसके पेट को चाक कर डालता है. Just when the tale should have come to an end, तो उसी टाइम जब टेल जो है, स्टोरी जो है, ख़त्म होने को होती है. So we came to know that the poem is based on an ancient fairy tale. The tone of the poem is casual and defensive. And here the wolf, the persona or the character, reasons out why he ate the little Red Riding Hood and her grandmother. He defends his case as if he is in front of a judge in the court of law. After going through this poem, readers may find the wolf's argument more logical and convincing. The wolf doesn't make use of emotions to seek sympathy from the readers. He only presents a logical argument. I would suggest the students to have the sound understanding of the context in which the poem was written, because that is what makes the sense and satisfies the reader. Moreover, in the poem, the wolf is trying to demolish the stereotype. What is that stereotype? That the wolf is always a cunning animal who will go to any extent to satisfy his unfulfilled desires. After we go through the poem, we came across a sound moral, just like Aesop's fables. Aesop's fables तो आपने पढ़े होंगे, जिसमें आप क्लियर एक कोई मॉरल पढ़ते हो, लाइक ग्रेप्स और sour और tit for tat, etc. Little Red Riding Hood could also mean the young girls who fall victim to predators or men who want to satisfy their carnal desires. So the poem also comes as an admonition to all the girls to ensure their safety before they venture to some unknown places or meet some strangers. In the original story, the wolf dresses as Red's grandmother or Little Red Riding Hood's grandmother. He behaves like a chameleon, which changes its colors according to the situation. We find such traits in some people also. Again, the poem warns the reader to beware of the people who are hypocrites and deceivers. The poet leaves it for the readers that they have to use their own discretion to decide who is right and who is wrong. Now, this is the end of today's lesson. Thanks for watching and consider subscribing.